Hello everyone, myself Ketan Bhavsar, Assistant Professor in LG Engineering College, Ahmedabad. In today's session, we discuss about the embedded system and we're talking about one of the most popular type of microcontroller in the current days. It's MSP430. Because in this syllabus, we're talking about the case studies of MSP430 from the Texas Instrument. What exactly MSP430 is? We're talking about the architecture of MSP430. We're talking about RTC, we're talking about the ADC, we're talking about its serial communication protocol of MSP430 and many more. So now we just go ahead and discuss about the architecture of the MSP430 and its other peripherals. So now the first question arises in our mind that why we choose MSP430 only? Because there are the number of microcontroller boards available, then why you go with the MSP430? The first thing, as you can see, it's a low power plus high performance, modern 16 bits RISC computer, 192 KB flash and up to 16 KB RAM, powerful clock system up to 25 MHz of the clock frequency, powerful analog front end and for the system on chip SoC, intelligent peripherals that boost the performance of the system, 0.1 microampere power down mechanism and 0.8 microampere standby mode system. This one is the highest advantage of MSP430, or we can say that the biggest advantage of MSP430. Integrated LED drivers with a change form to the support to 160 segments and embedded calculations. Now we're talking about the architecture based system. So here you can see that the architecture is very familiar like a system. It's a 16-bit this instruction set computer mechanism. It's a jitter debugging that it will be connected with the RAM and the other peripherals. As you can see, this here is talking about a flash, RAM and the port for the interfacing devices. Here you can see that the bus for the communication establishment. Here you can see that it's a watchdog timer, analog peripherals and digital peripherals. Means we have a number of peripherals that we can be connect for the communications point of view or to perform some specific task. And for operate the 16-bit CPU, we have the clock speed in terms of the acknowledgement and smooth acknowledgement system. And we can establish the different type of architecture mechanism using a MSP430. So these are the architecture overview of a MSP430. Now this one similarly in terms of the block diagram point of view, in terms of the internal mechanism. That similar manner we are talking about the watchdog timer, peripherals, analog peripherals, digital peripherals and peripherals. We are talking about the RAM and flash based concept. But this diagram will be represented in terms of the depth manner, and this one is represented in terms of the overview manner. So both the diagram is working the similar manner, but this one is more colorful and more are getting the idea about what exactly MSP430 is, and this one is represented in terms of the detailed diagram. Now MSP430 have some key features or some key advantages. It's ultra low power consumption, 400 microampere activity modes, 1.3 microampere standby mode, 0.1 microampere in offline mode, high throughput performance, 16-bit RISC instruction set, 200 nanocycle operating system at 5 MHz, 7 different addressing modes of instruction, hardware multipliers, 14-bit A to D or D to A converters, integrated LCD drivers, UARTs and various timers. So basically MSP430 have some key features, and the most popular question is that why MSP430 is much more popular because of the low power consumption mode. And in number of exams they are also explaining a low power consumption mode of MSP430. Now we're talking about the different types of peripherals. As you can see, we are talking about the ADC. The ADC is one of the most popular type of the concept that you can connect with any analog circuit. You can connect with any analog peripherals. You can connect with any analog sensor with the MSP430. So the MSP430 FR58 or 59 or 68 or 69 series have a 12-bit ADC in terms of ADC12_B. Here we have a 14-bit also. So ADC12B RX follows a 200 kbps maximum conversion rate, operating across the 1.8 to 3.6 volt. Lowest power consumption in terms of MSP430 and support the 32-bit single encoded external input channels that can be combined from the external interfaces and differential input channel or any combination between the channel. Window computational that allow you to set the threshold level or compare the threshold level with the requirement of the user. Thresholds without any CPU interventions. create 8-bit, 10-bit, 12-bit conversation as per our requirement, or you can divide the clock frequency as per the 8-bit, 10-bit or 12-bit consumptions. Resolutions respectively is higher as compared to the other microcontroller, and the options will be the same. Power it reduce the clock rate in terms of 1 divided by 4 manner, or similarly as per the requirement of the clock frequency. Now ITC is one of the most popular type of the concept, and it is very useful when you're talking about a clock. The RTC library includes all the files necessary to set up a periodic interrupt and cap the real time. It includes the function to handle the periodic time interrupts and increment all the timekeeping variable timekeeping, including the seconds, minute, hours, day and week, month, year, and even in the week period. Because the main objective of RTC is very clear, it is generally used to provide the timing concept. It provides the real-time data on with respect to time in type of the RTC. DS1307 is one of the best chip for the real-time implementation, or we can say that the best chip for the RTC. Right now you have a smartphone, you have a smart watches, so now the time will be continuously updated. Even you switch off your smartphone, it because of the RTC. So there are two files included in the library for taking the care of the RTC C43 and the RTC calendar CS43 is one of the best library that you can directly interface with a specific RTC chip. As per our embedded project, you can choose it. Now, as I already told you, the most popular thing is the low power consumption mode. So as you can see that if you're talking about the low power consumption mode in terms of MSP430, then you have a low power mode of 50 microampere, active mode, low power mode of ultra 5 ampere 0.1, and low power mode of LMP 30 microampere. Basically, these are the different types of low power mode. In that particular mode, our MSP430 will be execute the task. It will hold the state. It will respond the state. It only because of a architecture of a MSP430. So here you can see that the mode of conversion between active mode to the low power to the ultra low power mode, and ultra low power mode to the ultra low power mode in terms of the 13 microampere, 0.1 microampere, and similarly in terms of the 50 microampere. So this one is the most popular question they ask in the exam, low power modes of MSP430. So you have to remember this particular question. Now USCI. USCI is basically we can say that the Universal Serial Communication Interfaces. When you're talking about the MSP430 devices with peripherals, the I2C is one of the best example for providing the communications. I2C is often used for the communication. So there are the several MSP430 devices that incorporate a USCI module that supports the communication protocols. If you're talking about the USCI or I2C masters, the function set offer a simple code that make I2C communication. I2C have a SCL and SDMA for the data and for the clock, right? Similarly, in terms of the USCI, have a same communication in terms of the masters and slave based concept to provide the communications as similarly as a I2C based concept. Here you can see that in terms of the master mode, you have a start and the stop bit. And similarly here you can see that we have with respect to the clock pulses, we have a starting addresses from A0 to A6 and up to D0 to D7 and similar manner. So the data buses stop or start. In terms of the stop and start is generally indicate the bit pulses for the communication channel. Similarly, you can see that on the receiver side. On the receiver side, it will be working in the same manner. For after getting the clock pulses or acknowledgement of the data, it will start the receive the pulses. See, in terms of the communication, if you're talking about the serial, then we definitely go with a baud rate of 9600. We go with the serial. But right now, USB, I2C, these are one of the most popular type of communication in terms of the serial that provide very fast response time as compared to the other protocols. Fine, and because of the serial, there is no problem, or we can say that we avoid a data loss problem. This one is the biggest advantage of a USCI protocol based concept. Now, the watchdog timer, one of the most popular type of the timer that we are talking about, the watchdog timer. The internal watchdog of the MSP430 family may be used as a simple timer or as a watchdog that ensures system is integrated. The watchdog function is enabled after the power on reset or the system reset. This means that if there are the difficulties after the startup of the MSP430, The watchdog will reset the system as often as it is needed for it to start successfully. So watchdog can only supervise one task at a time. If this task does not reset the watchdog, the MSP 430 is initiated by the watchdog. In complex system, the more than one function is there to be supervised to assure the accurate or correct system functionality. This is possible with a small software efforts in terms of the RAM and ROM. So the main loop then the reset the watchdog only if all the bits are set, and this approach can be enlarged to any number of supervised function if more than one bit is used. Now we're talking about communication peripherals. That we're talking about different types of communication peripherals like USART, IRDA, SPI, I2C. In terms of the high-speed protocol, possible up to 16 megahertz in terms of the clock frequency-based concept, and support some master or smart metering concept in terms of automatic meter reading concept, infrastructure-based power line communications, radio frequency communications, and easily we can connect or interface with a wired and wireless protocol. This one is the biggest advantage of MSP 430 peripheral system. Now we're talking about the wireless applications. That you can see the alarm system, smoke or fire detector, home control and automations, wireless tracking system, wireless sensor networks, and chip con RF interfaces. So these are the few applications that each and every microcontroller can. But MSP 430 have a biggest advantage of the low power based concept, and this advantage will make you very helpful. So the application of the wireless sensor network, as you can see, because wireless sensor network is used each and everywhere, right? And you can connect with any microcontroller. So here you can see that the few examples of wireless sensor network using MSP 430, like emergency response variation, asset tracking, manufacturing process flow, wildlife, and many more applications that we can use a wireless sensor network to observe and monitoring the different areas. Even you can see that the wireless sensor network is very helpful in terms of the building automation system, because right now you can see that in each and everywhere, like you can see that in malls, school, colleges, and each and everywhere, right now the automation is there, right? So to manage the data, to manage the different types of resources, to save the power consumption, we have to go with the building automation system. And here you can see that the few different types of a board of EZ430 and RF2500, which is one of the best example of MSP 430 boards, and this will helpful for perform any application which is related to the MSP 430. So I hope that you are getting the idea of why we go with the MSP 430, advantage of MSP 430, key features of MSP 430, different peripherals like ADC, RTC, watchdog timer, USCI of MSP 430. Still, I will share the notes which is related to the MSP 430. If you have any doubt which is related to the MSP 430, then you can feel free to ask me. So thank you for watching. So I hope that you are getting the idea. So thank you for watching.